A somewhat vulgar classic of the common British people. Toad in the hole is cheap meat, usually sausage, cooked in Yorkshire pudding batter and slathered with gravy. Big ones that you do in a big roasting pan look awesome, but when you break them down into individual portions, it's just a pile of slop. So get a muffin tray and make some personal pan puddings. Lauren's a fan. Yorkshire pudding batter is equal parts eggs, flour, and milk by volume. 3 eggs will give you 3/4 of a cup, enough for 6 muffins worth. Give those a preliminary beating, and the trick to getting a smooth batter is to go in next with the 3/4 of a cup of flour instead of the milk and whisk. The thicker the mixture, the easier it is to whisk out lumps, and this is real thick without the milk. 3/4 of a cup of milk now. My secret ingredient in these kinds of batters is garlic powder. Just 1 big pinch of salt, probably under-seasoned, but the sausage is salty, the gravy is salty, so it's all going to match. Get that batter smooth, and you definitely want to let it sit at least 15 minutes before you bake it to let the particles hydrate, let the proteins autolyse to create a gluten web that will stretch and retain steam. If you baked it immediately, it would not puff up as much. This is not a cupcake tin, this is a muffin tin. The muffin cups are way bigger. For 6 muffins, I need 3 sausages. Use English bangers if you want, but I'm using hot Italian sausages because I think they taste way more. A half a sausage in each cup. If they don't fit now, they will soon. Absolutely no oil or anything is needed. We will render plenty of fat out of those sausages if we throw that in a cold oven and let them slowly come up to max temperature, 500 Fahrenheit, 260 C, the temperature needed to make Yorkie batter puff up as voluminously as my mattress from Helix, sponsor of this video. They're running an awesome flash sale right now, helixsleep.com/Ragusia. Helix makes premium quality mattresses customized for your body type and your sleep needs, and then shipped free in the US right to your door in an incredibly powerful vacuum seal. Break the seal and it puffs up like Yorkshire batter. This is the second Luxe Dusk that I've had. I love the combination of spring and foam layers. I like the firm sinking, but they have the Helix Plus for big and tall sleepers, kids mattresses endorsed by child sleep and medical experts. Each mattress comes with a 100-night sleep trial to make sure it's right for your body. There's a 10-year warranty with financing and payment plans available. And if you've never had Yorkshire pudding in bed, just remember to bring the gravy. I'm here to build awareness. Helix's Sleep Awareness Month flash sale is running now for a limited time. Get 20% off your mattress at helixsleep.com/Ragusia. Thank you, Helix. While the sausages cook, we have time to make a quick onion gravy, or I'm using a shallot as I normally do because I'm not making that much gravy and I want it fast. The tiny pieces will brown fast in this very hot, rapidly browning knob of butter. It won't burn if we get the shallots in real fast. They'll suck some heat out. I want to fry them brown real fast to get those deep roasted flavor notes that you would normally get when making gravy from roast meat. That's the same reason I will make my roux over such aggressive heat. Enough flour to make a thick paste with the butter, stir to get the lumps out, and to let the flour fry brown, or at least golden. I got greedy with the flour, it's a little too much in there. I can start slowly deglazing now with stock. It's easier to work the roux into a small amount of stock versus sloshing it around in a big pool of stock, so go little by little, work the stock in, and eventually you'll hit this critical mass where you can pour a lot faster. Thin it out as much as you want, and don't forget that you can always add. Real quick, I'm going to grab my sausages and roll each one around in the grease that has melted out. This will get us nicer browning on the sausage, which needs to be at least most of the way cooked before the pudding goes in. Taste my gravy. Still quite bland. Gonna need some help from the classic Lee and Perrins, a British colonial interpretation of Southeast Asian fermented fish sauces. Might as well get some more of that garlic powder, plenty of pepper, and it's not traditional, but I like a packet of unflavored gelatin in a sauce like this. Bloom it in a little cold stock first if you want 0 lumps, but straight in like this will be fine. The gelatin just brings an extra element of silkiness. Let me taste this again, and we're gonna need some more saltiness still, some of which I will add in the form of soy sauce for extra umami, and then maybe a pinch of salt. That was maybe too big a pinch, but the Yorkshire batter is under-seasoned, so pour that into the gravy boat, and if you need to, you can just throw this in the microwave for a minute right before you eat. This is good, quick gravy. I should have more meals with gravy. Last prep is to chop up a fresh herb for garnish. I'm doing chives today. Okay, the sausages look about done. When in doubt, cook them for longer because it's hard to really overcook sausage. There's plenty of rendered fat in the bottom of each cup now for frying our Yorkie batter. 2/3 of the way up the cup at the very most, and it'll look nicer if you avoid dripping batter on the surface of your sausage. In we go to that rocket hot oven, and I'm not using my convection fan right now. The fan tends to cook the outside of the pudding too fast. That restricts its growth from steam, and you also risk burning the outside before the inside is done. I bake until they stop puffing up, and then I let them go a couple of minutes more just to cook the insides. These are done. I'll sprinkle my chives on top. These will instantly deflate as they cool, so make sure that everybody is around to ooh and ah about them when they first come out. They should just slide up out of the pan, and each toad is nestled in a hole that can fit gravy. Lots of gravy. Toad in a hole is traditionally a fork and knife dish. Get a little piece of meat and a little piece of pudding on each forkful. But if you make individual toads in holes, you can treat this as a messy finger food. Messy finger food. They haven't called me that since high school.